Alrighty, folks. Hi, my name's Asael Rodriguez. I'm a student here at the University of Texas Health Science Center in San Antonio. What I'm going to be doing today is kind of showing you a little bit about some proper oral health methods that you might want to use at home, mostly brushing and flossing. So I'm going to start off really quick by just giving you a really quick view of what your teeth look like. So this is just a really basic view of what is kind of behind the scenes when we're talking about your teeth. You have your bone, which is either going to be your mandible, your lower jaw, your maxilla, which is your upper jaw. This area is going to be your gum tissue. Of course, you have the root of your tooth. This is what we call the crown, which is what you see when you brush. And what's really important here is this little space right in here. We call that the sulcus. It's kind of like a little area where the gum tissue is not fully attached to your tooth. So what can happen right here is debris, food particles can get in there that can start to develop plaque, and then over time that can lead to more serious problems. And if that bacteria starts to grow and starts to irritate that tissue, it can really start to develop into a problem where you get deeper pockets here. So our goal is, with your brushing and flossing techniques, is to avoid that from happening. So I'm going to start here with my trusty little model right here. Say hello. Hello. The method that's kind of the most popular these days is what we call the Bass method of brushing. One of the key parts to the Bass method is that you hold your toothbrush at a 45-degree angle. Really quick, I'm going to show you a few kinds of toothbrushes here. I think when you're looking at toothbrushes, any of these are good options. Probably most importantly is you want to make sure you stick with a soft bristle toothbrush or even the ultra soft. A little bit is good, but a lot is not necessarily the best when it comes to your toothbrush. So you don't want to go medium, you don't want to go heavy. These brushes right here have kind of a varied bristle lengths and directions. A little bit of an angled toothbrush there, but again, these are all nice soft bristles. A nice example is one like this where they have the side bristles. These are nicely going to get into that area that we call the sulcus there between your gums and your teeth, and will help clean out any debris, food particulate, and keep your smile healthy. So I'm going to show you really quick on the typodont here, which is what we call these, our fake teeth. But again, 45-degree angle, and you're just going to go back and forth, and you're going to kind of want to use a little bit of a vibratory motion as you brush. Most people underbrush. It's not a bad idea to have a timer with you so that you get used to how long it takes to brush. The average person brushes about 30 seconds to 45 seconds per brushing. You really should be brushing 2 minutes per brushing. You want to divide your mouth up into what we call quadrants, so it's 1/4. So you want to brush 1/4 for 30 seconds, another 30 seconds, and so on until you've done all 4 parts of your mouth, and that's going to total your 2-minute brushing time, morning and night. So again, all the way around, upper, again lower, 45-degree angle. So as you can see right here, you're really getting right into that area where the gums meet the tooth, and you're wanting to knock any debris out that's in that area. Same thing when you open your mouth, you're going to want to angle 45 degrees and nice little vibrating strokes. You don't want to push down really hard. You don't want to damage your gums. You just want to get everything nice and clean. So that's brushing. Next, we'll really quick go over some flossing techniques. Most people don't floss. Only about 10% floss. So if you're watching this, more than likely you're not a daily flosser. But this is really important, and a lot of the flosses that are out there are pretty tasty and comfortable. So what I just did is I tore off a piece of floss that was very easy, about the length of my arm. So you want a good long piece of floss. You're going to want to take your dominant hand, in my case I'm right-handed, wrap that floss around that middle finger a few times so you get a nice, little tight feel there. And then you're going to come back in on your other hand, again, around the middle finger, kind of wrap it up. You don't want to go too tight. You don't want to cut your circulation off. And you're going to come in between your teeth. And as you start to floss, you're going to want to start from the very farthest point of your molar. You're going to want to kind of cup the floss around the tooth. Let's see if I can get it better there. Where it makes a little C in the back. And I'll show you right here so you can see where my thumbs are. So you want to make a little C with that, and you want to just swipe up and down a couple times, both on the front part of each tooth and the back part of each tooth. So again, I'm going to come over here, I'm going to go back part, and these teeth are a little loose, but front part, and you're going to work your way around your entire mouth like that. Just wiggling that floss in, going back, you see that little blue line right there, and then going forward, and then just swiping up and down a couple times in between each tooth. If you have a tooth that's really tight, you just want to wiggle that in. Be careful because you don't want to go down and cut your gums. As you get up here to the front, you really want to get in there, up and down, and so on. And between each tooth, as you're flossing, you're going to want to unroll a little bit, roll it up, and floss in there. Unroll a little bit, roll it up, and that way you're getting a clean piece of floss between each tooth, so you're not moving bacteria from one location to the other. The idea is to clean everything, not to transport. A really good rule of thumb is to floss before you brush. That way when you brush, you're getting all the debris that's in there out, and then of course follow all this up with a good mouth rinse, and you're on your way to a really healthy, happy smile. So I hope this has been helpful, and look forward to doing some more of these and getting everyone out there some good oral hygiene tips. Thank you.